Hi everybody, Dave Bradshaw here, coming to you at what is a very exciting time for Revolution Pro Wrestling. We're in the middle of a very busy summer and now just days away from the Revolution Rumble, June 22nd in York Hall, Bethnal Green, where one of the featured matches sees the new number one contender, TK Cooper, challenging the undisputed British heavyweight champion, Michael Oku. Now, these two gentlemen have been firing barbs at each other, I think it's fair to say, over the past few days on social media, and the rhetoric has escalated, but I'm pleased to say they've agreed to join us here today to express their views face to face.
Let's just be clear, Dave. I had to ask for this. This wasn't going to happen. For some reason, I am not considered, on the Leon Slater level, right? So
okay, well, regardless, we're now here, and you both got a chance to talk to each other, as I said, directly. Michael, I want to start with you, though, if I may.
Good.
Because one of the main charges that's been thrown at you by, not just by TK Cooper, actually, but by many of your critics in the time that you've been on top of things here in Revolution Pro Wrestling, is that you are in some way Andy Quildan's golden boy, that you get presented opportunities on a plate that other people simply don't get. I was wondering, now you're here, you've got a chance to address that directly.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm always happy to talk about that because it really, really annoys me. It's annoyed me for years and years, but I keep my mouth shut about it. But TK is one of many people who just thinks that magically I am where I am because someone decided that I'm going to be here and someone decided that I'm going to have everything that I've got, when in actual truth, I earned it all. Yes, you get given opportunity in professional wrestling, but it's what you do with those opportunities that matters. And every time I've been given an opportunity to sink, I swam with flying colors. I've overachieved. Actually, in one of TK's videos, he talked about the match we had at Southampton. And yeah, the match, even though it was an losing effort by myself, Andy looked at me like, wow, actually, you're too good. You're too good to be a contender. So we're not going to have you be a contender. And that's just one example of many where I was given a small crumb of opportunity and I made it way more than anybody could have ever imagined. So here I am, two-time undisputed British heavyweight champion. I even say that I didn't think I'd be here. But I am. And it makes sense that I am. Not because I was kissing ass, not because he just took a liking to me. It's because I showed up, I did my job better than anyone else, and I proved myself time and time again.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, all the time with Amira by the side. Amira, thank you for joining us today as well. I want to talk to TK and address to you one of the main charges that have been made against you, again, not just by Michael Oku, but by others as well. And that is that somehow that this chip you have on your shoulder about the opportunities you've been given is almost a front. It's a way of dealing with the fact that maybe your failings, you're trying to blame your failings on everyone but yourself. So I wanted to give you the chance to maybe...
David, I think the question that Dave Bradshaw is trying to ask you, TK Cooper, is why are you such a bitch? Preta. No, I think that's what he's getting on, and I'm just gonna
listen, Mike. It is that attitude that's the problem. I don't know if you remember this because you were, again, by your own words, knocked out cold. But last week I told you I don't have a problem with what you've achieved. I just don't think any of it makes you better than me. But it's this attitude, it's the condescending tone, man. Like, why do you think you have the right to talk down to me? Like, my shortcomings, well done for bringing them up. That's a fun story. Let's talk about that. Relying on so-and-so, why am I being such a whiny bitch? Look, I have spent the last 5 years doing my own thing. I have been so comfortable doing my own thing with other people, and it has been great. It has brought me like an incredible amount of success. But it got to a point where maybe we were getting a bit complacent and maybe we fell off, and that's why we lost to Mills and Jay Joshua and why they weren't able to have a very long reign, because they're not a real tag team and they're not very good together. And of course they lost to a real tag team like the Young Guns, but like, that has nothing to do with me, you know, and what you have done, I'm not saying you don't deserve this. I'm not saying you don't deserve any of those opportunities. I'm just saying it's always you that gets all of the opportunities. And now I just had to take, again, similar to you, a little crumb, just a speck of opportunity for myself. And now here I am, the #1 contender, almost as if by magic, because people are talking down to me again about the tag guy stuff. Like, we don't go to, there is no specialized wrestling school for tag team wrestling. Everybody just goes to learn how to be a good wrestler. I just happen to specialize in being a good tag team wrestler, as well as being an incredible wrestler, just in principle alone. So if you think you can keep talking down to me, looking down your nose at me because you're a 2-time undisputed British heavyweight, I'm a 2-time undisputed British tag team champion, but it doesn't make me any less of a wrestler than you.
I'm sorry, Wes, you're the one that's getting all hot about it. Why are you getting so hot about it? That's what I'm trying to understand. This is, you're ignoring details. Half-truths. Is that the term that you use? Half-truths? Why is everyone ignoring that he cheated his way to the final? He cheated his way to this opportunity? Oh, you worked hard enough, you got the opportunity and you finally paid it off. No, you got a fetish for undertrunks and you pulled everyone's tights on the way to victory. That's what happened.
Good one. Good.
That's what's happening.
You saved that one. That's very clever.
But yeah, it's very clever. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, look, clearly both of you have a very strong difference of views on this, but you're going to get a chance to settle your differences because you are going to go one-on-one on June 22nd in York Hall for that undisputed British Heavyweight Championship, a title that is without doubt the most prestigious in all of Europe. It's a title that's been defended in Arena Mexico, in the Tokyo Dome myself, in Madison Square Garden, you name it, every cathedral of pro wrestling you can think of. This title been defended there. And for you, Michael, as someone who's now a 2-time champion, as you said, you understand what it's like to have so many people have you in their crosshairs and want to be the one to take that championship from you. For you, TK, however it is that you got here, now you're here. And I don't think it's any exaggeration at all to say that this is the biggest singles match of your career. So for both of you, the pressure is on Sunday, June 22nd. And my question to both of you is, can you handle that pressure?
I have made the mistake in the past of thinking becoming a champion in Revolution Pro is going to change my life. I have woken up 2 times in the past as the new undisputed British Tag Team Champion, and it was just Monday. I was under the impression that if I worked hard enough, climbed high enough up the ladder, you know, grab the brass ring, you know, with a stupid comparison, that it would change something. You know, I've watched it thinking it would be my ticket to Japan, you know, thinking it would be my ticket to the next big thing. But I have watched 4 Royal Quests come and go. I've watched 2 Doncaster Domes come and go. I've watched 2 Crystal Palaces come and go, and it's never been me. So why can't it be me now? Because I have come from nothing. I lose to Michael Oku. I go back to nothing. It's on him.
Oh, so there's no pressure on you. That's the way you see it, and all the pressure's on me. Well, the key thing about my lineage and when it comes to this title is that I'm a 2-time undisputed British Heavyweight Champion. What that means is I know the feeling of losing it, which makes this reign my most dangerous reign, which means that I'm going to do even more and my utmost to make sure I don't lose it ever again, because I don't want that feeling to repeat itself. I don't want to wake up the next day without this title in our house. So you ask yourself this question: what am I going to do to make sure that I am still the champion? And let me tell you, okay, well, if in your opinion the tag championships, they didn't change your life, well, I tell you, this will change your life, okay? There has been some incredible professional wrestlers that have held those tag team championships, and it's a freaking big deal that you win it. But sometimes you look at this list and it can just be, you could pick a name out of a hat. If you say AJ Styles and the fact that he's won this title, that's enough to say this is a big deal. And this, as Dave Bradshaw said, is the biggest singles match in your career.
So yeah, it's only in my career.
What do you mean?
Okay. No, bear with me. It's just.
I'm just gonna say, let me finish my sentence, but okay.
Go ahead. It is this attitude again. You, ever since you beat him, you think you're Will Ospreay. Bad enough you keep going on about saying you're John Cena. You think you're Will Ospreay. You know, 5-star Oku. Better yet, 6-star Oku. Yeah. Never been done before. Never been done since. There was that whole thing, right? You went to Vegas, 4 matches in how much time was it?
It was 6 in 48 hours. It
Thank
turned out
you,
being
thank
7.
you.
But go ahead.
There was not a sniff of 5-star match there, Mike. So like clearly, the math is mathin'. You are just another cog in the wheel of the Will Ospreay match of the night machine. You're just the guy that holds the belt, but you're not Will. You're not John. You're just some guy.
Once again,
Be honest with yourself.
what do you mean be honest with myself? I'm not claiming to be Will Ospreay. Not at all. But Will Ospreay had many matches whilst he was here, still on the indies wrestling for Rev Pro. In fact, he was in matches with you. You were in many tag matches with Will Ospreay. Oh, does that not count because it was a tag match? Does it not count because, again, you had Mamba with you? Is that why? Is it why? Are we allowed to talk about Mamba, by the way? Because I don't know if we are.
You're just talking about other people that are related to, within.
I don't know. I'm just trying to talk about the matches you've had.
Are we talking about Mills? Are we going to talk about,
Okay,
you're right?
cool.
Come on.
Cool. We're riding what? What? Say that. Go ahead.
What did you say?
Go ahead, speak.
I was only going to say coattails. You don't have to take it there.
All right. Cool.
You better not have. And I'm being 100% serious. You better not have said that. I have not done I've literally not sat here and I've not done anything. And did you try and imply? No, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it. Because I'm not going to justify
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Look. If Michael Oku wasn't here. No, sorry. Let me flip that. Amira Blair's not here. Michael Oku is still Michael Oku. Michael Oku's not here. Amira Blair's not here. That's all I'm going to say.
Look. Do you want to retort on that? No, Dave, we're not leaving that cold. So you're just...
Wait, can we just...
Wow.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Okay. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. Have a look at this man's history before ever speaking about if I'm meant to be here or not. Have a look at everybody that has came before you, came beside you. Where are they now? You're all alone, TK. They didn't stay beside you. No one's here for you. I love this man, so I'm staying by this man. And sure, let's have the argument. Maybe it's Michael Oku is the star, and I'm just his valet. But I'm never going to leave the star. I'm always going to be in his corner. I'm always going to stay by him. And I always have stood by him. And I've also stood by Red Pro as a company. What have you done? Huh?
I think you've been, both of you, indoctrinated by these fans who have inflated your egos, your entitlement, your importance within the sphere of what is going on right now. I am here because I earned a championship match against him for that. There's no one behind me because I did it myself.
All right, look. I think this is a good time to leave it. As you say, TK, you've earned the right because you won the number one contenders tournament, and you will get the chance to prove that you deserve to hold that championship on June 22nd. As we said, it's going to be Michael Oku, the two-time undisputed British heavyweight champion, against the number one contender, TK Cooper, going down.
I'll tell you what, Dave. Look, it is tradition in Maori culture to conclude a fight corridor, a meeting with a waiata, with a song. So if you'd let me, Michael, Amir, I'll close it for us. Okay, that's all right. So, Michael, a song I think is very fitting for yourself. Amir, if you learn the words, you're welcome to sing it to him. Revolution Pro fans, sing along if you know the words. Dave? Leave the memories alone. I don't wanna see the way it is or how it used to be. Leave the memories alone and don't change a thing. And I'll hold you here in my memory. Thank you.
Wow. He's a weirdo.